kind of a breakdown of what I bring with me to my weddings. There's more stuff, but we'll get into that as I get to it. First things I want to go over are hot tools. So one of the first items is this Hot Tools crimper. These are great for adding texture to the hair, or the main way that I usually use them is if I'm gonna braid somebody's hair and they have finer hair. If you crimp it ahead of time, you know, you take it down the hair strand like this before you do the braid, and then you add like a smoothing serum to the braid to help get rid of some of the lines. It expands the braid a lot, and this is a huge helper tool for that. Next item is this Babeless. Okay, everybody says this brand's name differently, and I'm convinced I'm not saying it right. So if I'm not, please do not come after me. Out of all of the curling irons I've used, this brand is my absolute favorite brand. This is also by the same brand. This is a 1/2 inch curling iron. The one but previously was a 3/4 inch. I forgot to mention that. And this iron is really mainly used for clients who have finer hair, or if I need the curls to be more defined. This is my go-to for that one. And I'm pretty sure this barrel area is a little bit longer than normal, so love this one. This is this super extra long barrel, I think it's a 1 1/4 iron from Hot Tools. This one is my go-to if my clients are doing an updo and we need to get the hair curled. Mainly for the purpose of getting it smooth, because a lot of the times if we do an updo, we don't really need the curls to be perfectly uniformed. We're just really mainly curling to get the smoothness. So this is my go-to for that one, and especially for the girls with super, super long hair. So another thing I use is this heat resistant mat. This is actually fairly large, which I like because I can use this in place of a towel. And I can put all my items on it, and I know that they won't burn whatever surfaces it is that I'm working on. So I got this on Amazon. I actually think this is a kitchen mat. And I think it was only like $12, but I love, 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 love this. Next are my bobby pins, hair bands, and my clip containers. All of these were purchased on Amazon. Amazon is my best friend. So this is actually a jewelry organizer thing. It has these little dividers in here that you can organize as you like. Because I do so many people in one day, I like to just fill these fully with pins, and then we're good to go. On this side, I have wood sticks. Now I'm gonna do a video on explaining the wood sticks and what they're used for, but I use these to kind of help hold the hair in place. And then in this compartment, I have longer roller pins. These are good for securing larger pieces of hair. Honestly, I just use whatever color I have available for anybody. My rule of thumb is you shouldn't be able to see the bobby pins at all anyway, so the color doesn't matter too much, but I do like to have a variety of colors anyway, just so that my clients aren't freaking out if I'm putting in a different color pin. So next up is the clip drawer. I have the duckbill clips. If you can hear my dog, she's right next to me playing with a squeaky toy. I'm sorry. Long duckbill clips. These are really great for pinning the hair in place, especially if you're doing glamour waves. And then I also have these smaller ones for like pinning up the hair. And then these, which are my favorite, these are creaseless clips. So you can put these in the front of the hair and pin it out of the way, and you don't need to worry about it leaving any creases in the hair. So all of these were purchased on Amazon, and these were purchased from the hair store. Next up, we have my elastics organizer. Once again, this organizer was purchased on Amazon. I have black elastics, clear elastics, and then larger elastics for securing larger pieces of hair, like an updo. Because a lot of the looks I do are boho styles, and the way I secure them is with elastics. So I normally just get my elastics on Amazon. Again, I'm a big Amazon person. I got a huge pack this time of black ones, clear ones, and then multicolored ones, which I just use on my daughter's hair, and it was only $10. And it also came with a bunch of topsy tails too, so that was amazing. Some elastics, like you open them and they snap off, but these are pretty durable. And same things with these ones. And then these are just, I think, the regular Goody brand. I'm going to go through really quickly and sanitize. This is alcohol mixed with a little bit of water to dilute it down a little bit. And how I sanitize everything is I just spray it down and I let it dry. Alcohol kills germs. This is a wet brush smoothing brush. I'm going through and cleaning and sanitizing everything now. I love this for when you tease the hair, but you want to smooth out that top layer without destroying the tease. This is amazing for that. So what I'm going to do is take my alcohol spray, move my phone that's right there, and I just spray all over everything. Then we're gonna do the same thing with the clips. These clips were just purchased on Amazon. So this is my tool structure comb. It's got 3 rows. I hate the smell of alcohol. Whew. It's got 3 rows, and this is my favorite for teasing the hair because you can get a lot of hair at one time, and the rows will really help get everything teased the way you need to. If somebody has finer hair, I go in with this tool structure comb and do the same thing. So then I like this comb. This is I think it's called a knack comb. This is great for brushing out curls to do glamour waves. They're close enough together to get the hair smooth but not completely deconstruct the curls. And then this is my favorite comb of all time. If you follow me on Instagram, you have seen me use this hundreds of times. This is the pink pewter comb. You are able to hold it in your hands and still work through the style. So this is literally my favorite comb. Next are 2 Topsy Tails. These are great with styling. I will do a more in-depth video on how to use these. Brush I really only use for smoothing out sections. I don't actually use it to tease. And then this, to me, if you're a hairstylist, this little comb guy is probably one of the most important things to have because these prongs allow you to smooth pieces of the hair out. So like I use this all the time. These are all of my products. I do want to start off by saying, yes, I bring a lot of stuff with me, but the reason being is different hair textures are going to need a different product, and I much rather bring the basics of things that I know I'm gonna need versus like not bring something and be like, oh shit, I wish I brought it. So I'm going to go through what each product does and why I bring it and all that good stuff. First things first are hairsprays. Somebody is gonna be like, do you seriously need 5 hairsprays? And my answer to this is yes, because each one has a specific job, and depending on what style somebody is getting is going to depend on what hairspray that I need. Also, their hair texture has a lot to do with that as well. So I'm gonna go through what each one does, why I use it, and who I would use it for. First things first is a Schwarzkopf. I cannot say it right. Please don't come after me for that. I'm trying here, guys. This hairspray is actually a texture spray. So when you spray this, it doesn't just come out like a hairspray, it actually comes out white, and it also doubles as a texture spray. So you know how when you see a video of somebody curling somebody's hair and they spray texture spray in it afterwards and it gives it more of like a beachy look? This is hairspray mixed with that as well. Next are the Kenra sprays. So each Kenra spray does a different thing. So if you look, they all have numbers on them, and the numbers determine what the hold is. So 25 is the almost strongest hold. I think it goes to 30, but I know this is their most popular hairspray. 13 is a medium, and 18 is like a kind of high medium. So the Kenra 25 is amazing for sealing and tease and then finishing off the style. So if I need to put in back combing to help have the bobby pin secure, or really any back combing at all, this is going to seal it in the hair, but not in a way where it's gonna come out like wet and crunchy. So I have an aerosol version and a non-aerosol version. I like the non-aerosol version if I'm going to do like really defined textured pieces in the crown area and I want them to hold, but I don't want to coat down that whole area with the spray. I'll use this and kind of point spray and smooth everything as needed. So next we have the 13 and the 18. The 13 is the working spray for me. My rule of thumb is when you are working on doing the style, so as you're styling it, don't go in with a heavy spray because then you're gonna freeze the hair in place, sometimes way too soon. So I will spray the 13 as I'm working. I'll spray the 18 if it's like a little bit more of stubborn hair, to keep all the frizz down and all the crazy pieces down and smooth everything out, and then go in with the 25 when I am done. I've been seeing every Instagram hairstylist use this, and I was kind of like, dude, that is, I'm pretty sure that technically this is a generic brand, And I kind of have an opinion where if you are charging professional prices for something, you need to be using professional products. So even though that this is Schwarzkopf, however you say it, there's a difference between having the professional and not. So this is the drugstore brand and this is the professional brand. The same thing with L'Oreal. There's L'Oreal Paris and there's L'Oreal Professional. Same umbrella company, two different things though. So I finally decided, okay, all of these really amazing hairstylists on Instagram are using this. Let me try it. Holy crap, this is the strongest hold hairspray I've ever used in my life. I would only suggest using it at the very end when you want to seal the style down and use it sparingly. But let me tell you, when it says spike cement finish, I mean, this stuff is so strong that I'm gonna recommend bringing baby wipes with you because you're gonna need to wipe your hands down. I'm just gonna go through the remainder of my products now. This is the Sexy Hair Anti-Humidity Spray. Its literal only job, it has 0 holes, is to be humidity resistant. So, especially in humid seasons, you want this to seal off all your good stuff. I have the Kenra Dry Volume Burst. This is to be sprayed at the root of the hair, and it will actually lift up the hair and give you volume without teasing. Like, I don't know how it does it, but I go through a lot of this. This Schwarzkopf, because I can't say it. Tame Wild. This is really good for smoothing frizz. So you know how you do an updo sometimes and there's like little flyaways that you can't get down? Put a little of this in your hand, run it through the hair before, and this will smooth everything down but still allow it to be movable and not look like you just put a smoothing product in the hair. Next we have this Chi Luxury Dry Shampoo. Just bought this. It smells amazing. I actually used the shampoo and conditioner of this and it smells so good. Next is the Sexy Hair Cream to Powder. So this is similar to a texturizing powder, but it's in a cream. You can work it through the hair, get the hair smooth from the cream aspect, and then it starts to get this like textured feel to it, like you put a texture powder in it. Okay. Next we have the Kenra Silkening Mist. It's just a shine spray. Smells great. This is not one of those shine sprays though that when you use it you're like, oh crap, I just coated the hair down and now it looks wet. I've never had that problem. Like, I've used a lot of this on people before and I've never had a situation where I've been like, oh god, I used too much. Dry wax is what it's called. This is similar to Paul Mitchell's dry wax. It doesn't have a high hold, but it gives the hair a very airy feel to it. So it's going to smooth down frizz, but also allow the hair, I don't know how to explain it. You could spray this all over the hair before giving a whimsical style to it, and it just lets everything just cascade back really delicately. I go through a lot of this too. This one and this one, I always have 2 on hand at all times. So next we have the Kenra Thermal Spray. I actually should have added this to the hairspray area because this is a thermal styling spray. So this is a thermal protectant and hairspray. It's got a 19 hold, which means it's actually got hairspray in it and it's protecting it from heat. Next are my pomades. I have 3. These are incredibly important in styling and a lot of people don't know this. So I'm gonna fill you guys in with some tricks now. Each pomade, oh, my daughter's kissing our dog. Each pomade has a different level of strength in it, so for different types of hair. So we're gonna go from the lowest. The first one is the Kenra Texture Taffy. This is what it looks like. This is amazing for pretty much all of styling, which is why there's so little of this left and I just bought this. If somebody has really any hair type and you want to do the style and have no frizz, if you cake the hair in this, okay, not cake it, but like put a little bit on your, like right here, and then work it through each section, I'm telling you, you will not have any frizz at all. The Kenra 15 Working Wax, same idea, just heavier hold. Come on, baby. And then the Mac Daddy hold, as I call it, is the Kenra Pliable Pomade, which is what this looks like, and this is for like the super resistant hair. 2 products are by Design Me. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know this is my favorite brand next to Kenra. In the first part of this clip, you saw me grabbing products, and I did not take a lot from the Design Me shelf. The reason for that is because I'm running out of all of that product, and bringing it to a wedding is pointless because I would have enough for 2 people and then be out of it. So I need to restock all of it. I love it. Oh, I love it so much. So I have the Gloss Me serums that you can put in the hair to smooth out frizz, but it never looks heavy. Like, I know I use some oils on my hair and I'm like, oh God, I did one pump too many. I've never had that problem with this. And the next one is the top #1 product I will always have in my kit for the rest of my life. And if they were to ever discontinue this, I promise you I would buy 50 of them. It is the Design Me Puff Me powder. Texture powders, let's chat about them for a minute. Texture powders can literally control the entire hairstyle without you needing any other products. Like if there was a challenge I was in that was like, you can only bring one product, this is what it looks like. Oh my God, I'm gonna waste it. Great for volume in the root. This is great for volume in the updo. This is great for teasing out the hair and making it fluffy. This is the best thing in the entire freaking universe for fanning out braids. My whole Instagram is slammed with puffy braids. I promise you it does not look the same without a texture powder because it just allows the hair to just like expand. Oh God, I cannot recommend this enough. Out of all of the things I'm showing you, if you guys want to take away anything from this, it is this best product in the world. The best product in the world. Please go get it and get 2 because it's super finely graded, which is like what you want it to be finely graded because then it like evenly distributes. But the downside is you can go through an entire bottle of this in one wedding. And I've done it many times, so love this stuff. Additional things that I also do bring are a mirror. You can see yourself. Are a mirror. I like to bring, sorry, my daughter's dancing on a dog toy. I actually like to bring this belt. This was a makeup brush belt, but I went through and I cut the lining in them so that I could fit more products. There's actually a bunch of bobby pins shoved down there. I like to bring this belt. Also like to bring a hairspray shield, and I bring hair padding. I don't know if I'm doing updos or not tomorrow. I know the brides is a half up, half down, but I like to add hair padding to updos, so I'll just bring like a couple of different colors if needed. So this is the product bag that I use. I got this on Amazon. This is, I think by City Lights or City something, I don't know. But all of the product can go in here and stand up here, and then I use this secondary side for my hair padding and a couple other things as well. So let's pack this up. Another product I did forget to mention was my pink pewter magnetic bracelet. This just goes on my bracelet and allows me to not have to pick up the bobby pins over and over again. The things that I bring are, I always bring a pen with me and a small thing of scissors. Somebody always needs scissors. And whenever I'm using the elastics on a boho style, pulling the elastics out is pretty annoying. So I usually just like to snip the elastics out. Another thing I bring is an extension cord, because a lot of the times you'll go to a venue or wherever they're getting ready and you don't want to be forced to be directly next to an outlet if it's not ideal. I will check this 90 times before I go tomorrow, just because I'll worry that I'll forget something. Mental quick run through. So we've got combs, we've got topsy tails, we've got bracelet holder, clips, bobby pins, curling irons. This because you don't ever want to have stinky breath.